Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sideline Study Podcast. I don't know why I'm talking like an old man with an accent, but I wanted to start the broadcast off looking stylish. And how are you all today? I like to welcome my co-host of the show from the Kobold Show, Mr. J.P. Baker. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
I don't know.
I'm doing very well there, Mr. Belvedere.
I'm trying to get an English accent out of me because there was London games going on right now, right? So I think that was the worst impression of an Englishman ever. I'm terrible. Oh, speaking of which, Trek, you still get worst jokester of the year. Thank God it wasn't me.
Very much so, yes.
So yeah, JP, how you doing this weekend?
I'm doing good, I didn't get to watch much football as far as the NFL goes because I was spending time with my grandkids. So I did on the way home, we kind of listened to some stuff going on. I do want to talk about a lot of people saying that was a stupid play by Tennessee. I want to talk about the overtime game in London. Mm-hmm. I did hear about that. I want to talk about that. But other than that, I mean, the Amari Cooper thing, I'm sure we're going to talk about that. I'm not going to lie to you. I watched more college football this weekend than I did pro football, like I said, because I was spending time with my grandkids. So.
Hey, well, that's fantastic. I watched the Red Zone channel, so I tried to watch as many games as possible. So I guess that goes for Miss Tattooed Mistress. Heather, how you doing this week? I guess you had fun with the kids?
I'm doing pretty good. Fucking 1 point. Are you kidding me? 1 point? Arr.
What?
The Ravens. The Ravens.
Oh, the fucking kicker. Justin Tucker. Oh, my God. Oh, Heather, go ahead. Just give your thoughts about that.
I didn't get to watch it, but hearing that he missed it, and it was just like, really? You've been doing so well.
You can put him into that category with Mason Crosby. He's one of the most consistent fucking kickers in NFL. It's just one. He was consistent all day. It just he missed a kick. It happened.
It looked like it was going straight, and then the wind really picked it up and it moved it off, and that's what made it miss. So it was like you should have seen Justin Tucker's face. His eyeballs.
Yeah,
he action. I can try and do it for you guys. He looks up and then, oh, the eyeballs go extreme.
Yep.
There is the overheating of Coop's laptop.
Another ending that was shocking was the Panthers upsetting the Super Bowl champions with one of the biggest comebacks in franchise history, and that is the Carolina Panthers with Bobbit. Bobbit, how you doing, man? Oh, did you even hear me?
I heard you.
Hey, what's going on? What's up?
I just gave you so far the best intro possible. Did you watch your Carolina Panthers this week?
I did, and I was in stress mode the entire time.
Well, they came back and they won with the biggest comeback.
You're frozen. Now you're back.
Uh-oh.
It's not your fault.
I think what it is, you need to invest in a cooling fan for your laptop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, eh? It's so far. It's been good so far, but it hasn't heated up so far. Sometimes it does. Bobbit, did you hear what I said, bud?
I didn't hear anything.
He asked you what you thought of the Carolina Panthers game.
It was a damn good game. I really thought we was going to lose that. To come back as much as we did in the fourth quarter, holy crap.
I'm starting to think that the Eagles aren't as good as we thought they were. At least
You know what it was?
At least
the
not.
Snuggie. Power of the Snuggie.
At least not.
Bobbit showing off his Carolina Panthers style, man. So like, where can you get that? Did you get that from NFL.com? Did you get it at a local store?
I've had this thing for years. I got this thing at an Ollie's like 3 years ago.
Damn, I don't know what I would look like in a New York Jets one. I think I just have eggs on that media. But hey, well, no, I'm glad all of us got to. Hey, even JP got to enjoy his week in football because he didn't even have a game to play, right, JP?
Exactly.
They had to buy. They much needed buy, to be honest with you. Hopefully they get back Randall Cobb and Geronimo Allison. And I'm not saying that the rookie receivers aren't stepping up. It just makes the Packers look that much more better with them guys. It gives me much more of a security blanket that I know you can trust them guys. Not saying that I don't want to trust the young guys, but it's just one of those things. With Green Bay. With Green Bay.
Well, you're going to have a tough opponent this week. You definitely needed the rest. We'll talk about that because you got a tough one.
Yeah, I'm not expecting. We'll see, because they do have Aaron Rodgers. Anytime you have him, you have a chance. But the Rams have their offense is pretty good. We'll see though. It's in Los Angeles, I'm assuming too.
I believe so. Yes.
So. Well, Sarah, don't get excited about your Colts because the Bills fucking suck. They don't have a quarterback.
And the Dolphins suck too.
Yes, they do, because they lost the Lions. And no, Green Bay doesn't suck. I still think Green Bay outplayed Detroit. They just playing on a short field.
So, okay, I'm definitely of getting some kind of fan. Because hopefully the connection will be fine. It's just, I guess my laptop is overheating, so my apologies if hopefully when the replay comes up, you guys can listen to the full podcast on replay on Podomatic, wherever it's going to be listening to. You guys can go check it out, the replay. So there's tons of news that we got to get into, especially the Amari Cooper trade. With that, he's going to the Dallas Cowboys. I just want to get your thoughts, JP, first. Pass around the table. Amari Cooper gets a new chance, and the Cowboys get a number one wide receiver.
Okay, so what did Oakland get in return?
A first-round pick.
A first-round pick?
Yeah, the 2019 first-round pick.
Okay. Look. He doesn't fit the scheme that John Gruden runs. John Gruden is a scheme-fitting guy. I don't even think Derek Carr is his kind of quarterback. I've heard rumors that he's going to be traded. John Gruden has go ahead, Coop.
I actually had news about that because he actually came out today on Twitter and gave a speech saying that he wants to be there in Oakland. He wants to stay. Apparently, John Gruden wants to keep him there. But apparently the teammates are not happy with him around, apparently.
Who, John Gruden or Derek Carr?
The Oakland Raiders teammates are not happy with Derek Carr as their quarterback.
And that could be a reason why Amari Cooper's probably spoken out. Because, okay, so the reason they got rid of Khalil Mack is not because he wasn't a good player. He was becoming Le'Veon Bell. He was holding out for more fucking money. John Gruden does not play fucking games. He wants his players ready to go. He is a strategy, scheme-fitting coach. It would, to be honest with you, getting rid of Khalil Mack probably was a good thing in the end. Because honestly, if that guy's up, how many years has he been in the league? 2, 3?
I think it's been 3.
Yeah, around that.
He's still on his first contract, right?
Yeah, he still was on the rookie contract, I believe.
Then he needs to sit down and shut the fuck up and play the rest of his fucking contract out before he gets fucking paid. Darrelle Revis fucking version 2.0, because Darrelle Revis did the same fucking thing because he was the best cornerback in the NFL, and he never really panned out after he fucking left the New York Jets either. He kind of
but he made a lot of money when he did, though.
Oh, and I understand it, and see that's my point. Now, Khalil Mack is sitting in a system where he fits because he's not a defensive end. He's an outside linebacker. He's not a 4-3 guy, and that's another reason why they got rid of him, I think. So I just I wanted to hit the Khalil Mack thing before I hit the Amari Cooper thing. Again, John is a scheme guy. The reason they got rid of Khalil Mack is because he wasn't going to fucking sign for what they were offering him. So John Gruden's like, well, fuck you too. We'll send you to Chicago and get some fucking draft picks, which they did. So they're building to the future. There's players out there that can get in the draft that are probably prospecting to be better than Khalil Mack. Not saying Khalil Mack's not good.
That's a ballsy move if they got rid of those
players out there that have that ability that he's got.
You're the college guy. Do you know any names that might be worthy of looking at?
I don't know any off the top of my head. I know that Alabama has a couple of guys. Wisconsin has a guy. Because he'll be back next year. After next year, Van Ginkel is good. Ohio State has a couple of guys. There's guys all over. You just have to find them. And this is where your scout team has got to do their fucking job when it comes to drafting. You can't just go out and draft a player because he's the best player on the board. That's why you don't see a lot of guys that are the top prospect going number one, because teams are looking for what fits in their scheme, not who's the better player. Because if you're just going to go out and get the best player out there, i.e. a Courtney Brown from the Browns, who was the best player in the draft that year, look at where he went. He went absolutely fucking nowhere because he didn't fit the scheme that Cleveland was going to run. So he didn't fucking pan out. And then by the time he became serviceable, but he was never the player that they thought he was going to be. So sorry, do you have anything else? Sorry, I didn't like. Yeah, I'm going to hit the Amari Cooper thing, and that could fall in the same lines of why they traded him. And everybody's like, well, they gave up a first-round pick. Dallas did. Amari Cooper's worth the first-round pick. It's just all about the scheme, and he doesn't fit the scheme that Oakland runs. I just didn't see it. Didn't pan out.
To me, it's all about Amari Cooper drops balls a lot. So if he can hold on to the ball, I think he'll do fine.
Right. And I think it's the team that he was on. He just didn't like the scheme that he was in, and he wanted to do anything to get the fuck out of there, and it worked.
And now, even worse news: Marshawn Lynch is out for the rest of the season.
Yep. Yeah, fuck Marshawn Lynch.
It's crazy. Just Oakland is tumbling down, man.
Yeah.
Nothing's going right. It's a terrible time to be an Oakland Raiders fan right now, especially if they're moving to Las Vegas soon. So it's like, oh my god, terrible. Yeah. But yeah, no. Did you want to mention anything else about Amari Cooper?
No, that's pretty much about all I wanted to say. I think it was a good move. I'm just hoping that he fits in with Dallas' scheme. It's going to work out for Oakland in the long run, I think. Because Amari Cooper's a vertical guy. He's not a West Coast receiver.
I'm unfortunately my lighting is going to be dying here probably in about 10 minutes, so you might see a light shut off on me. My apologies, but my poor technology. Right now, I'm using broken cell phones as my lighting kit. Now that is recycling, ladies and gentlemen.
The lamp is like $10. It's worth it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I've got like 3 broken phones I never use, so now I'm trying to do like 3 different angles of lighting in that, and you can but it's not going too well.
Right.
First of all, I need a new fan for the laptop. Well, we're working one step at a time, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Now, Bobbit, do you have anything to? Oh, he's not even here. Why did I go to him? Oh, there he is. He popped up. I just saw your screen. He wasn't there, and all of a sudden he popped out of nowhere. Bob, we're talking about Amari Cooper. Do you have any thoughts that you want to give going to the Cowboys or anything?
I hope he does good for him. I mean, I hate the Cowboys, but you got to go where we need to go, man. It came out today that apparently Raiders isn't going to Vegas until after 2020.
Yeah, that's known.
2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in a couple of years. Next year, hopefully, they'll have one more chance to stay in Oakland and win a Super Bowl. But that is fine.
Yeah.
No. Do you have any? No, you don't have anything else that you want to say about Amari Cooper at all? You want to mention that hopefully he does well?
I just don't care about the Raiders, honestly. Never have.
All right. Heather, do you have anything you want to mention about Amari Cooper?
I'm talking to you.
I wasn't sure because everybody else was talking over him.
My bad.
No, not you. It was this one over here. He has a habit of that.
Shut up. Fucking
I don't have anything to add other than it was shocking to find out about it and the fact that they got a first-round pick.
So he's worth it.
Yeah.
At that young of a talent and what he can do, you aren't going to get anything less.
So.
Well, I do think that Amari Cooper can benefit, like JP said, in Dallas's system now that they have a threat to try and ease off the other wide receivers. That gives more flexibility to Dak Prescott to open up the field more in the secondary because they're probably going to try and double team Amari Cooper a lot now. So it opens up a lot with flexibility-wise for the Dallas Cowboys. It all depends that when Dak Prescott throws, Amari Cooper's got to make those catches. You can't drop passes right now, especially with Dallas in contention right now to win that division. It is a crucial time to be a Cowboys fan right now, and you've got to get some wins. And Amari Cooper, don't drop any balls, and you'll be fine. That's all I got to say about that. But there's other news I want to get to regarding Bobbit. Your Carolina Panthers, Ray Caruth, was just released after 20 years in prison. And I've read some stories about him, how if you guys don't know the story about him, it's pretty fucking sad. So do you guys know the full story, right?
I do.
Okay. Do you guys want to tell it at all, or should we just give our
story at all?
I don't even know who he was.
Okay, Ray Caruth was in college. He went to Colorado and I think he was drafted in the 2nd or the 3rd round of the draft. And he was very promising prospect. He was a 1st-round talent that dropped in the draft, and nobody knew why. So he ended up going to Carolina in the I don't even remember. I think he was a rookie the year the Packers went to the Super Bowl.
I think it was 1997.
Okay, so he was a year after the year the Packers went to the Super Bowl. But anyway, he conspired to kill his girlfriend and his unborn child. And they ended up killing the girlfriend, but the son ended up surviving. And pretty much he tried getting away and was on the run. And I can't remember where they caught him because it's been a while since I'd have to read up on it again. But they caught him, and I think he confessed to the murder, conspiring to kill. I don't remember the person I know that he conspired. He didn't do the killing, but then he ended up going to prison, and I thought it was a life sentence without the possibility of parole, but apparently he got out after 20 years. So that's the kind of the long and short of the story, to be honest with you. I mean, I know about it. He's really promising talent that probably the Panthers would have won a Super Bowl in the future if he would have not fucked up. It probably would have beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl if he had not fucked up. So
that's
the story I know.
It's a very tragic story, and the fact that the reason why I want to bring this up is because this is kind of emotional to me about just like, you know, just so the son of Ray Caruth, his name is Chancellor Lee Adams, and he's just turned 18 years old, and unfortunately he had some disabilities when he was born because they had to do an emergency C-section on him, and so when he came out, he was like blue almost. But this is emotional for me because the fact that as a kid, you not knowing like who your mother is and being the victim of something like that, and just now that he's being released, what he wants to do is reach out to his son who has all these disabilities that he has to walk around with a walker and that. He wants to have a relationship with his son now. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on just if you were in his position, would you allow him to see you?
I don't know if I would go as far as building a relationship with him. I would want to sit down with him and find out why.
But I think so. The son wants to get to know his dad, or
Ray Caruth wants a relationship with his son.
If the son is capable, and I don't know how far his disabilities go, if the son is capable of making his own decision, I say leave it up to him. That's where I stand on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be a very difficult decision. I just feel bad for him being in just.
It would. I mean,
like I said, given the situation and what I've been told through media sources and anybody around me about how my mother might have died and what could have happened, I don't know if I could trust him to build the relationship. But I would want to at least have that conversation to see where his mind was at that time.
Right now, my mind is just mind blown. Just
I get it.
I wanted to get your thoughts on this, and just it is something a football player and subject relate to, and just it was. I just wanted to bring it up because it's part of the news, right? So.
But again, and it all comes back, and Trek, I understand what you're saying, but that's your decision. This kid has a disability. I don't know if this kid can make that decision for him, or if he can make his own decision. I can't speak to that, so I don't know how disabled the child is.
But that's why Coop presented the question of, if you were in that situation, what would you do?
If I was in that situation, I would.
Yeah,
Honestly, I wouldn't let him be alone with him, but I would want to sit down. I would want to know why in the fuck did you do what you did?
Which is what I said.
No, right. Well, I'm telling you what I would think. Yeah. But if that child, this young man could make that decision, like, yeah, I want to. It should be his decision if he's capable of making that decision. If he's not, that's really tough to say no. You can't. Because what if he does want to? What if he does want to know who his dad is? Even though he's done horrible things. My dad did horrible things to me. You know, I was abused. I'm going to tell you straight up. I was abused by my father as a child. Do I hate my dad? No. Because he apologizes to me every time I see him. In his own little way, he apologizes. But my dad knows that if he ever tried to fucking fight with me ever again, I'd fucking kill him. Because I did. I beat the shit out of him.
Damn.
So I know not kind of what he's going through, but my dad had to earn my trust.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't just going to give it to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I flat admit, yeah, I was beaten too as a kid because that's what parents do. It's like if you behaved, you got.
It's not what parents do. It's people who have a hard understanding of when to stop. Do. My mother had the same issue.
I mean, there were times
my mother would fucking throw a shoe at me.
Fuck, my mom threw shoes at me all the time.
Put
your fucking shoes away. I'm just kidding.
And my mother chased me with a spatula around the house one day. So.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
And it was just because there was no chocolate in it.
This has gone way off topic.
Yeah.
It's kind of along the same lines, except this story is just a little more extreme. He killed his mother and essentially attempting to kill him. So yeah, it's a touchy situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I just wanted to, if you were in a similar situation like this boy is, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Bobbit, what about you?
Not in that situation, but something similar, kind of. Not even similar, but along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Bobbit, do you have any thoughts that you want to say?
No, because this is one of those situations. It's just shitty all around, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It is a tough situation to talk about. I will say that.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up, and it was part of NFL news, and I wanted to bring it part. But how about we bring it along?
I will say that though, it is kind of shitty knowing that he was on my favorite team.
Well, he was
just because he was on your favorite team doesn't mean your team is a bad team, Bobbit.
I mean, he only played for 2 years, Bob.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel bad. It's people are going to do things that there's probably people on your team that have done things today that you probably would say, why in the fuck are they on my fucking team? Fucking Cam Newton's one of them. He was a troubled young kid. So he never killed anybody, but you know,
one player does not justify the whole actions of a team.
Well, Ray Lewis and Ray Rice, Ronnie, they were never accused. They were never. Ray Rice was. Me and Gina got into it. I don't know if you were there that night. Me and Gina got not really in a disagreement or an argument about Ray Rice. I'm going to say this right now with Ray Rice, and I've said it before, I'm sure, and I'll continue to say it again. His wife, they're married now, by the way, just so everybody knows, the same person that he supposedly knocked out. He pushed her away because she was being violent. He was trying to get away from the situation. And she kept coming back, and that set him off, and he knocked her the fuck out and then drug her into the elevator. So from my point of view, I don't condone what he did, but every person has a right to defend themselves, okay? And if somebody keeps swinging at me and you push them away, trying to get away from the situation, and they continue to come at you, you're damn right I'm going to knock you the fuck out.
Not to mention, she even said herself that she wasn't going to stop.
See, and that's the thing. Ray Lewis was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't think he had anything to do with it. I think he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I must say, this has been pretty exciting now. It's like this has been really good talk, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody here for this episode. So yeah, no, it's just wow. We've hopefully we'll stay away from all the brutality in that, and hopefully focus on
it's part of it. It's a part of it.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We have to talk about it, and because it's part of what we're talking about. But how about a little happy talk with JP's College Corner? I think it's time for a little college talk, eh?
Yeah, my Badgers won, of course. They looked really good. The one game that I want to talk about, Ohio State. The one thing I've noticed about Ohio State is, like, when they play a Wisconsin or a Michigan or a Michigan State, a Penn State, they play up to their ability. Mm-hmm. When they play like a Purdue or a Minnesota, especially this year, they play down to their level. Because there is no way, shape, or form Minnesota should have been anywhere near beating Ohio State. They only lost by 16, I think. And in fact, they were ahead for a little bit, to be honest with you. Minnesota was. So, how good is Ohio State? I think they're one of the better teams in the country if they wake the fuck up and stop playing the way that they did. I didn't watch the game. 49-20. Wow. They got beat by Purdue this week. Purdue covered the spread times 2, I think. So to anybody, football is one of those games you can't play lazy. And it's just one of those things that if Ohio State was to play them 10 times, I bet you 9 times out of 10 they beat them. They would beat Purdue. 9 times out of 10 they would beat Purdue. Oklahoma is another one. Their defense is rancid, man. They're terrible. How they're ranked where they're ranked, I don't know. If they're going to rely on their offense to win them games, they're going to score points, but they ain't going to be able to stop anybody. Not going to be able to stop anybody. Bobbit, how did Virginia Tech do this weekend? Do you know? I didn't even see.
We play Thursday. Tech week off.
Ooh, Georgia Tech. I think in a couple of weeks, as the college rankings come out and you start finding out who's the top 4 teams in the country.
Oh, okay. So they change the ranks as the season goes along?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought they just, at the beginning of the season, they just rank them at the beginning and they don't change it all or something.
No, it changes throughout the whole season.
It changes throughout the whole season. It's like the power rankings in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because I did notice a while ago, wasn't Wisconsin dropped to 23rd, didn't they?
Yeah, they're back up to 20. They aren't as good as they were last year. They lost a lot of players from last year. They only have 2 returning starters on defense.
Wow.
So their defense isn't as good as it usually is. Their offense is as good as advertised. They're getting healthy, so their offense is looking good, but their defense next year they'll be right back where they were because they're going to have almost everybody returning next year. In fact, I only think they're losing like 4 or 5 players next year, so they're going to be really fucking good next year. But yeah, I actually have a couple of games that I'm looking at for this week, and I'm going to go over them. The marquee matchup of the day, and I don't know how in the fuck Florida is ranked number 9, because they almost got beat by fucking Vanderbilt. They lost to Kentucky, but Kentucky is apparently pretty good.
Is this the Florida Gators we're talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't that great. I mean, they're okay, but I don't think they're that great.
They haven't been that good since Tebow left.
Did Tebow's soul return?
Say it again?
Did Tim Tebow's soul return to the team somehow?
No.
No.
One game that I'm looking at this week is in ACC country, Bobbit. Clemson versus FSU. Clemson played North Carolina State last week. If there is one team in college football right now besides LSU, Aaron, I know you're watching, that is one team that I think could beat Alabama because they have a good defense and a good offense. They beat North Carolina State, I think, 31-0 this past weekend. Who was undefeated and was actually playing some good football. They're playing Florida State, who's down this year. I'm gonna go with Clemson on this one just because it's FSU and they're starting over with the new system. Bobbit, what do you think?
I'm going Clemson as well. Fucking Clemson is a good. I think they could beat Bama this year, if not Michigan.
Yep, they're ranked number 2. Ohio State was number 2, but they lost. I think they completely dropped out of the top 10 after their showing this past weekend.
I'm at. I've got the rankings up right now. Yeah, Ohio State's 11th.
Yep. So they've got a ways to go. Not saying that Ohio State can't get back into it, but they better wake the fuck up. I put Wisconsin and Northwestern in here, and the reason that I put Wisconsin and Northwestern, there really wasn't any marquee matchups. I'll get to the marquee matchup here in a minute. Wisconsin at Northwestern. Now, Wisconsin struggles at Northwestern. They always have. And it's a rivalry game. And I've told you about rivalry games. They always struggle. If it's not Green Bay, it's Wisconsin. But Northwestern, I don't think that they have the defense to stop Wisconsin. Wisconsin will make a stop. I don't think their defense is that great, but they'll make a stop. And I think Wisconsin will win that game. I'm pretty sure Bobbit's going to go with Wisconsin as well. But keep in mind, it is at Northwestern, and Wisconsin's only won there once in the last 10 years, I think. So that's one of the games that they struggle there. Here's another team that I don't know how in the fuck they're in the top 10, and that's Oklahoma. They're ranked number 8. Their defense is fucking rancid. Like Wisconsin could just run up and down the field on them. I'm going to go with Oklahoma because they're playing Kansas State. Kansas State, not very good. I think they might have been ranked number 25 a couple of weeks ago, but they suck. And I'm pretty sure Bobbit's going to go with Oklahoma because college football is really easy to pick because you can go with the spread.
Pretty much.
The number 3 Notre Dame Fighting Irish are playing one of the armed force colleges in Navy. This is a rivalry game. Navy's given Notre Dame fits over the last few years. Trexter, fuck off.
I was waiting for it.
Fuckers in there saying rancid is the word of the night. Do you even know what rancid means, Trexter? Look it up in the dictionary. Number 3 Notre Dame is playing Navy. Notre Dame is good. I don't like saying that because I fucking hate Notre Dame. I fucking despise everything Notre Dame stands for. Fuck Lou Holtz. Fuck Tony Rice. Fuck Raheem Ishmael. Fuck them. Fuck Notre Dame.
No idea who these people are. I guess in the head coaching staff.
You don't know who Rocket Ishmael is?
No.
Oh, wow. You don't know football. Mm-hmm. You don't know who Lou Holtz is?
Sorry, who?
Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz. No, sorry.
Oh, my God.
He did say he's never really watched college football.
He coached the Minnesota Vikings for a few years. He was a coach in the NFL.
What years were they? What years were they?
Like 1970-something?
Okay. That was way... that was what? That was when we...
He's prominent with football. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I don't know too much about the coaching history.
Well, it's Brian Kelly is the coach of Notre Dame now. I'm just giving you old school. Rahib Ishmael. Just look him up.
Hey, this is info for me, so I like it. I got no problem.
I even know who Lou Holtz is.
You know who you don't know who Lou Holtz is?
No, I do.
I was gonna fucking say it. I'm fucking reach through.
To be one of the commentators for ESPN.
I'm just giving you old stuff. Go look up Rahib Ishmael. Tony Rice was a quarterback. There's a couple other fucking players. What's his fucking name? He was drafted by the Cleveland Browns a few years ago. Fucking
Peyton Hillis?
No, he was a quarterback for Notre Dame.
Johnny Manziel?
Johnny Manziel played at Texas A&M.
Oh, sorry, that was wrong.
That throws everybody off.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel's not that kid's butt ass fucking ugly. But anyway, not
Kinzer.
No, not Kinzer. Kinzer plays Brady Quinn. Brady Quinn. If you know who Brady Quinn is, he's a former quarterback for the Notre Dame. Kaiser. Deshaun Kaiser played at Notre Dame. Yeah, he sucks. I don't know why in the fuck we traded for him. So Notre Dame, it's getting back to where all of the old traditional prestigious schools are dominating college football again. Like Notre Dame, who's always been one of those schools where you get a bunch of players from the NFL going to Notre Dame, USC, Washington. Those are some prestigious schools. Now they kind of gone away from it. The other marquee matchup, and Sarah, you're going to like this, is Iowa at Penn State. I want to know one thing and one thing only. You're going to punish Wisconsin because they have 2 losses, but yet they beat Iowa. Why in the fuck is Iowa ranked above Wisconsin? That makes no sense to me. Makes none. Because I don't think Iowa could beat Wisconsin. They didn't, and I still don't think they could. But that being said, Iowa is ranked number 18. Penn State's ranked 17. Penn State isn't as good as everybody thought this year. I'm gonna go with Penn State though, because Iowa, I hate fucking Iowa. I hate them. It's Iowa. They're idiots out wandering around. Sorry, Sarah. I love you.
But she's only a transplant, so.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm pretty sure, Bobbit, what do you think about this game? I don't know if you know anything about these two teams. I know you watched the Iowa-Wisconsin game with me.
Yeah, I know both of these teams very well because of the NCAA football games.
Okay. And Penn State, one of those teams, Joe Paterno, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know all about Penn State because of that whole thing that came out a few years ago. I'm gonna go with Penn State on this one just because Iowa sucks.
Well, Iowa don't suck. Here's the thing. Penn State, even though they're on a kind of they still have more talent than Iowa does. And I think talent will win the day. And it's in Penn State. And Penn State, the last time they were in Happy Valley, got beat, which is where they play. They got beat, and they are looking for blood. So don't expect Iowa to beat Penn State. Don't expect it. Don't expect it at all. Yeah. And the marquee matchup, of course, is in the fucking SEC because it's all about the fucking SEC in the fucking college football. I got it. It's Florida versus Georgia. How in the fuck is Florida ranked number 9? Can somebody fucking tell me? Please?
Because it's the SEC.
That's true. I'll go with that.
I guess it's a really pain in the ass division the SEC is.
It is. fuck Nick Saban. He's the reason why. He's a crook. Urban Meyer left Florida because he got caught. And he got the fuck out of there. So NCAA violations for a year were slammed on fucking Florida. Urban Meyer got the fuck out of there. And don't tell me because it was a fucking heart condition, because he said he wasn't never going to fucking coach again, and look at where he is now. So I don't want people coming at me and saying, well, he had a heart condition. If that's the case, what the fuck is he doing coaching in Ohio State? Give me a fucking break.
So Florida had some kind of thing went down. He left Florida.
Illegal recruiting.
And he went to Iowa.
Illegal recruiting.
Okay.
What does SEC? It's SEC, you knucklehead. Southeastern Conference.
Dumbass.
Jesus Christ. But I'm gonna go with Georgia. Georgia got their ass beat in their last game, so they're looking for blood. Again, they're one of those teams. I think Georgia's gonna pull it out in the end. They're just that good. It's going to be a defensive game. I think that's why Florida's winning games is because of their defense. Definitely not because of their offense. So, yeah. Bobbit, what say you?
I'm going to go Florida.
Yep.
See, I don't want to make any picks with these because I might just be like Trek, and I might just pick something wrong.
Actually, and Ace just said it. Cam Newton played at Florida and then transferred out of Florida because he wasn't going to get playing time. He is the guy that was illegally recruited by Urban Meyer. Not so much by Urban Meyer, but under his watch.
Wow, that's interesting. Cam Newton was part of that recruiting scandal.
Yep.
That was I'll look this stuff up.
Well, it wasn't.
I knew
it wasn't a recruiting scandal. It was just he was one of the guys that Urban Meyer had recruiting. It was he illegally did something, so it really wasn't made that big of a. It wasn't that big of a deal. But Urban Meyer, there were sanctions put on Florida. And that he left not too long after that. As soon as Tim Tebow graduated, I think he left like a year later, I think.
This is interesting news. I have to do some information about it. Do you guys have any more college news or any more games that you guys got?
No, just looking for this weekend again. Probably going to be as usual. There's really no marquee matchups except for that one, Florida Georgia. So go dogs, go dogs. That's all I can say because I fucking can't stand Florida. Fuck them.
I'll try and watch some college football this week and whatever pops on my TV. By the way, my lighting kit has officially died on me, so. Technology! I love being.
That's all I have.
It makes it so. It makes me feel like I need to be like MacGyver and just weave my way through a show, Kevin. But
there you go.
Hey. Well, is everybody ready for the Week 8 picks?
Yeah,
I believe everybody is all set.
Week 7 picks?
Yeah.
Oh yes. How did we do this last week?
Well, JP here had an amazing score of 8-6.
Hey.
Hey. Bobbit at 10-4. Coop,
Hold on, Bobbit.
9-5.
What? How many?
Say it again.
I went 11-5.
No, you went 9-5.
Oh, 9-5. Oh, okay.
Bobbit won the panel this week.
At 10-4.
He went 10-4.
Well done, Bobbit.
Hey.
I went 8-6. But here's the funny part. Myself, Gina, and Ronnie all tied at 8-6.
That doesn't make you better than me.
Whatever.
How did everybody else this week?
TSS did 10-4. Dan Rex, D Wells,
Well
and Keith all tied at 8-6. Alpha also went 10-4. The worst one of the week, of course, is Trek, 7-7.
Oh, Trek. Hey, well, no, you got 7 right? Well, hey, that was kind of like an interesting week for a lot of us. A lot of games ended really weird, so it was a fun week this week.
I would have gone 9-5. I just didn't pick the. I did at the last minute. I took New York Giants instead of Atlanta. Which the Giants didn't play too bad in that game.
It was, to me, I tried watching, and then it didn't look like the offense was doing anything for the first half of the game. They kicked up in the fourth quarter, I think, though.
Yep, they did. They lost 23-20.
It was a slow start, but it picked up, and I look forward to another bunch of games that we're gonna. This game I'm not looking forward to. It's the Thursday night game. Everybody in the chat room, make sure you have all your picks ready. It is time to do your picks for Week 8. We start with the Thursday game. The Miami Dolphins are against the Houston Texans, and I'm not sure if this is in London. I don't think it's in London or not. I think it's in Houston. So, Bobbit, I'll start with you on this one.
Oh, fuck. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
See, this is why I love the reactions when we do it live.
Don't know. Like, they both suck. It's like,
They're
both suck or suck.
Who's playing? What's the game? Houston and who?
Dolphins.
Houston, Miami.
Flip a coin. Fuck it.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go. So go ahead, Bobbit.
There's TSS.
Did Houston win last week?
Yeah. Yes.
Who did they play?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, they beat the Jags.
Fuck it,
Texans.
Texans.
Injuries right now too. Go ahead, Bobbit. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go Texans.
JP, who are you going with?
I mean, goddamn. Miami, you never know which team's going to show up. I'm looking right now at Dolphins. Houston's at home. Yeah, I'm going to go with Houston. Dolphins, you just never know what team you're going to fucking get. Osweiler's been playing well. I will say that right now. It's just so tough. I'm going to go with Houston.
Also, the top two wide receivers are going to be hurt that game too. Wilson and Stills are hurt.
Who? I'm sorry.
Both the wide receivers are hurt for Miami.
Okay, yeah.
So then, yeah, that made the decision for me. It's going to be Houston for me.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go with Houston as well because I don't like the Dolphins. Sorry, Himmel God. Well, he's anyways, I think. What's the chat room saying? What is everybody going with?
Pretty much it's all Houston except for Ronnie, who's going with the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Ronnie's going Dolphins. Lone wolfing everybody. All right, Ronnie, wish you the best of luck. I'm not sure if a dolphin can make a howling noise. They would go or something stupid. I don't know. Fuck. That was a terrible joke. All right, moving on to the next game. The Eagles against the Jaguars, and this is going to be in Jacksonville. Heather, I'll let you start with this one.
Jacksonville has started falling apart a little bit, but I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
JP, who are you going with?
This one's in London.
Oh yes, I totally forgot. This is the early morning game. So 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
God, I don't know.
It's one of those toss-up games.
I'm going to go with Philadelphia. And no, I'm going to say this now. They do not need to get rid of Blake Bortles. This is not a quarterback fucking problem. It's a team problem.
I was surprised because benched and Cody Kessler came in.
Yeah, well, again, the coach came out and said he wasn't the worst thing on the field. He was trying to make a statement, and the team didn't respond. And it has nothing to do with Blake Bortles. This team just has no passion. They don't have the passion that they did last year, which is kind of weird because they were one step away from getting to the Super Bowl. In fact, they should have gone to the Super Bowl. And if they're on that hangover of, well, we lost, I guess we're done kind of attitude,
they shouldn't
be playing anymore.
Yeah, so, what was it? Jalen Ramsey bragged about them going 16-0. That certainly hasn't happened at all.
He's one of those players. He's cocky. He's trying to say that his team is the best, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because I've heard other teams do the same thing. It's just not as highly public.
I didn't expect Jacksonville to go 16. Sorry.
I'm going
my apologies. Sometimes the hangover sometimes when it's a little bit slow, his voice will go in like fast motion for me. So it's like a quick speed up kind of. So it's like I'll get like a little chipmunk noise from JP or something. So it's my apologies for that. Anyways, so you're going with the Eagles, JP?
Yeah.
All right. Heather, who are you going with?
I chose the Jaguars.
Jaguars? Okay. And Bobbit, who are you going with?
I'm going Eagles.
Going Eagles? All right. I'm going to go Eagles as well. Jacksonville needs to step up their game soon. And they need Leonard Fournette back. That is definitely a key piece, what they're missing right now. So once Leonard Fournette comes back, maybe that team will be in place again. Right now they have TJ Yeldon doing it. And they really could use Leonard Fournette right now. And I see the rest of the chat room is going with the Eagles. Nobody's going with Jacksonville. Nobody's giving
it could be one of those games where fool's gold.
It's really surprising how terrible Jacksonville has just fallen, though. So
it is pretty. They started out so hot, and then all of a sudden.
I wish I had little sound effects. I can keep that.
Right?
All right, next game we've got the Denver Broncos against the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, I'm already going Chiefs. Bobbit, who are you going with?
Chiefs.
Heather, JP?
I'm going Chiefs. They had a great showing, and come on, it's the Broncos.
Yeah. JP? Is he thinking or?
He's thinking.
Yeah, because everybody's sitting here saying, "Oh, Chiefs, Broncos aren't too bad."
Huh. Okay. I did read some news that apparently Demaryius Thomas, his time in Denver might be coming up soon. He might be on the trade block.
Okay.
Do you think that he might play better to try and get some trade value for him?
Why would he want to play better for trade value? See that? Just give me a second. I just want to make sure that I'm not
missing anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know how. I wish I knew where Denver's defense was. They're 3-4. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but barely. Because I really, the Broncos have a good. They have a decent defense. I mean, I still think the Los Angeles Chargers are going to be the team to beat in the AFC West because the Chiefs have not played the Chargers yet. I don't want to pick them Dan, so don't get fucking excited.
Yeah, exactly. And Cody, don't sit there and wait for JP to make his decision to make yours. You already put a choice in factor.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm scared to pick the Chiefs because for as good as the Chiefs are, I still think they have flaws. Their defense still.
Their defense.
I don't buy their defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't.
I agree.
400 yards in 4 straight games passing. That's bad.
That's horrible.
That's bad.
That's horrible. That's fucking horrible. No wonder they trust, but I see the. I'm seeing the replay right now on YouTube of just Heather just touching your shoulder. That's how a little bit of delay is right now. I see the rest of the chat room is going with Chiefs as well. No, I don't see anybody going with the Broncos. All right. Well, then we should move on to the next game, right?
Yep.
Heather, I'll let you start with this game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers against Browns in the rematch. Oh, did I cut out there again?
No,
I'm
she's thinking.
I'm thinking.
Oh. Oh, you and JP are so alike.
It's why we get along so well. As much as I hate to do it, I'm going Steelers.
Steelers. I thought you went with the Ravens and the Panthers. Yeah. I'm going with the fucking Steelers. Fuck the Browns.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Browns right now, right? I'm going with the Steelers as well.
But again, this is one of those games. Don't get excited. Mm-hmm. This is going to be one of those games where the Browns are going to show their true colors.
And Pittsburgh's going to be pissed off against the last meeting they had against them. So they need to come out flying. Bobbit, who are you going with this one?
Pittsburgh.
Not even giving Cleveland a chance. And what is the chat room saying here? Anybody going with the Browns? Oh my God, Daniel's going with the Browns. We've got one Browns fan tonight.
But he's a Chiefs fan, so
that explains everything.
Oh well, good luck. Good luck to the Browns. Oh my God. Well, they've tied before, so it wouldn't be the first time they pissed everybody off, right?
Right.
The next game, we've got the Redskins against the Giants. JP, I'll let you start with this one.
How about your pick for the Browns and Steelers?
Oh, I already picked the Steelers.
Oh, okay. We did.
I chose the beginning because it's like I'm there.
Giants versus the who? The Redskins?
Yes, it's in New York.
Redskins.
Heather?
Washington.
Bobbit?
Skins.
Gotta go with the Redskins. I think the chat room might be going the same way as well.
Looking at it that way.
All right. I see everybody going Redskins. Should we just move on? All right. Let's move on.
Write it all down, and then we can move on.
Sorry. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. My bad. It's just some of these games are actually pretty easy. I think we can call them.
Some are, and then you get the ones that are just like, oh fucking Christ, hell!
Like the Broncos and Chiefs.
Really? Like I didn't know you would stumble that much with that one.
They're both terrible teams.
Well, the Chiefs are 6-1, but they haven't played anybody. And the one game that they lost, they got beat by the fucking Patriots, who can't stop their own fucking snot from running. Their defense is horrible too.
Yeah,
so I don't buy Kansas City one, not yet. Not with the young quarterback, and Patrick Mahomes is getting there, but I don't buy him. Not to be that guy that can carry you to Super Bowl. Not this year. Not yet. Next year maybe.
Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah, we can.
It's just thinking of Tom Brady. I just want to punch a wall.
I get it.
All right. Next game, the Seattle Seahawks against Trek's Lions. Bobbit, I'll let you start with this one.
Oh, fucking Christ. Do I really got to choose this one? Seahawks.
Dark side.
Seahawks, fuck the Lions.
JP?
Gonna go. Oh, God, I don't fucking want to do this.
He's gonna say it.
I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Oh! Really? You hate the Seahawks that bad?
But my brain is saying Detroit. My heart wants to pick Seattle because I fucking hate fucking Detroit. Matthew Stafford can go fuck himself right in the ass with the fucking barbed wire broomstick. I can't fucking stand the guy.
Damn. Barbed wire baseball bat, too.
That, too. It's bigger.
Oh, man. Well, I must admit with you right now, I agree with you're thinking the football mind, because the Seattle Seahawks, they don't really have the talent probably to compete with Detroit. Right?
Yeah, I mean, they don't. Yeah.
So you're going Detroit. Heather, who are you going with?
I'm in the same boat he is. I'm going Detroit.
Ooh, that's 2 for Detroit. Okay, so Bobbit's going Seattle. I'm going Seattle. I got to go for my Hawks. Yeah, go Hawks, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm honestly if Seattle if I go 0-14, I will be happy as long as Detroit fucking loses.
That's impossible. That would be like impossible for you. 0-14.
That's what they said. The NFL, there was people, an analyst out there that did say that it'd be impossible for a team to go 0-16. They'll get a win somewhere along the line. That's happened twice in 4 years. Mm-hmm. So never say never, my friend. Because I might just.
I don't want to make. I don't want to make any predictions on here. I've already made a prediction: the Chicago Bears won't win the Super Bowl, and that's already going to. I don't want to make any right now, but so we all going. I'm going Seattle. Bob's going Seattle. You guys are going Detroit. I see TSS is the game in Detroit. Yes, the game is in Detroit. I see some people going with Seahawks. I see Ronnie with Trek. They're going Lions. A little bit of a mix.
Yeah.
TSS going Lions as well. So this is one of the this is the mix game that's gonna change where the panel goes this week, I think. All right. Next game. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Heather.
It could be a tiebreaker.
If it ends in a fucking tie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're getting way too many overtimes right now. The next game, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll let you start with this one.
Who?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Cincinnati Bengals.
Where are they playing?
This one's in Cincinnati.
Go.
I'm going to go with the Bengals. I'm going with Cincinnati on this one.
JP?
Buccaneers got lucky last week. I'm going with Cincinnati. Cincinnati's more. They have more. They're
a bit more organized.
They're better than what they played. They shouldn't have lost on Sunday.
Bobbit, who are you going with?
I'm going Cincinnati.
I'm going to go with you guys as well. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. I just think they're the better team right now. Tampa Bay, they're just not clicking. I think Cincinnati's got more offensive weapons going for them right now. They're scoring more points in their games. They're getting the job done. Cincinnati's been better than what I expected at the beginning of the season.
Right.
What is the chat room going with?
Everybody but Dan Rex is going Cincinnati as well.
Oh, okay. All right, Dan Rex. Well, good luck with
Dan Rex. Good luck.
Okay. The New York Jets take on the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Oh boy. I don't know. Should I go with the team that
It's both sides.
This is a lose-lose situation. I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys start with this one. Heather, who are you going with?
No, start with him.
JP, I'll let you start.
Another team I don't want to pick. Because I hate the fuck out of them. I hate them. And I'm going to go with them. Because they're better. They're the better. I hope they fucking lose. But I'm going to go with the Bears. I hope they fucking lose. I hope the Jets fucking destroy them. But I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm going to be crushed. Oh, the team I'm not supposed to root for to go to the Super Bowl. I'm going to actually end up choosing them. I'm choosing the Chicago Bears over the New York Jets. I'm going with my football mind here, and just that defense, I think, is going to come after Sam Darnold. He's going to struggle for a day. That's all. Heather, who are you going with?
I'm gonna have to go with the Bears because they have the better record.
They have a better team.
And Bobbit, who are you going with?
The Bears.
The Bears. All right, who else is the chat room going with here? I see Johnny Sinister going with the Jets. Yeah, Johnny. He's giving my Jets hope.
Oh, my God.
By the way, Johnny, you got to get in with these picks, man. You got to go through all the NFL games and just make your picks in here. We'll write them down for you. So it's not too late.
I've told him.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Make sure you tell anybody that wants to be part of the show to send your picks to us. Even if you catch the replays, there's many people that actually rate comments with their picks below with the replay. So we're really cool here. All right. So I see a lot of people going with the Bears, and Johnny's going with the Jets. Thank God for Johnny, man. Somehow if the Jets win, Johnny, Christmas, you're getting the better gift. All right. You got an awesome gift last year, but if you choose the Jets and you're writing this one, oh yeah. All right.
Fucking fucking weird.
I'm probably a Jets jersey. I don't know. The next game we'll move on to the Baltimore Ravens against the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, the Carolina Panthers. They're still the franchise name, and they renamed just the name backwards. Bobbit, I'll let you start with this one.
Where's this going to be at?
I think this was in Carolina.
Panthers.
All right. JP, who are you going with?
Going with the Ravens. They have a really good defense, man. Best defense in the league. I don't know Cam Newton, man. He don't even get me fucking started.
Hey, anytime you don't choose my team, we win. So
I'm 500 with them. I picked them and they've won, and I picked them and they've lost. So don't fucking play that game with me.
yeah, but the last time we didn't choose them, we was at home and we won the game. So
did you.
I've always chosen them except against the Eagles.
And well, prove my point. That's what I'm trying.
We wasn't at home though. We was in Philadelphia.
I don't care. You're playing a better defense too.
We just beat the Super Bowl winning team from last year.
They aren't as good as they were last year.
This is fun.
You'll see, Bobbit. You'll see. Go ahead, Heather.
Go ahead, Heather. Sorry, it's just repeating what JP said.
I'm sticking steadfast with my Ravens.
Oh man, this is fun. I must say this is definitely one of the tougher games to choose between. But I'm going to go with the Ravens because of the fact that I just feel the Ravens are the hotter team right now, and they're clicking. The Panthers, they've got Christian McCaffrey going for them. Cam Newton, I think he's just holding on to the ball too much. I don't know what's going on with Cam. I think he's just not making the proper decision making this year.
He's not, and that's why I can't against this defense. You can't sit there and you can't hold the ball. You got to make a decision because they'll eat you alive, man.
I've just noticed from Cam Newton, he's going outside the pocket, holding on to the ball too much, and then running outside, and then he's just wasting time. I think a couple.
Yeah, and this team is good from sideline to sideline. Their linebackers are quick. I know Terrell Suggs has lost a step or two. It's just that their defense is just too good. It's too good.
What is the chat room going with?
I between Carolina and the Baltimore in the chat.
Yes. Yeah, well, I see most people going Ravens, a few people going with Panthers. I see David and Daniel going Panthers. So it's
not the only one.
Hey, no, it's going to be a tough game. I did say that. So that's why if
it's going to be a very close game. I will say that.
37-10.
I will keep an eye if Cam Newton holds on the ball too many times. That's what I'm going to keep an eye on.
I'll put it to you like this. And
Johnny.
I'll put it to you like this. This is what I'm going to say. If Cam Newton wakes the fuck up and actually does his fucking job, they should win the game. But if he does what he did 2 weeks ago, they don't stand a fucking chance. It's all up to Cam Newton. Cam Newton is the X factor in this game. That's what I'm gonna say.
I will. That's one key matchup I'm gonna watch is that front line against Cam Newton and or just the linebackers against Cam Newton. I guess. Yep. So that's what I'm gonna keep an eye on. Where did Bobbit go? All right. Well, let's move on to the next game, shall we? The next game is oh god. You guys ready for this one?
No, because I see it.
It's the Indianapolis Colts against the Oakland Raiders in Oakland.
Oh my god! Even the next game after that's even fucking worse.
Yeah, we're getting. Oh, this is the afternoon games we're getting into now, ladies and gentlemen. So these are the afternoon games. So and there's only one interesting afternoon game. So, but yeah, no, I'll let you guys start with this one: the Colts against the Raiders, and this one's in Oakland.
God, I hate both fucking teams. Why? I'm going to go with the Colts. I don't want to. Raiders should be the fucking favorite in this game. They have more talent than the fucking Colts do.
They've just been shit.
But the Colts can actually fucking do something. I think they actually figured out how to run a fucking football, too.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go with the Colts.
The Colts. All right. Heather, who are you going with?
I'm going with the Colts. It's, as much as I would love to go with the Goonie thing that I started off with, the Raiders just not shown anything. So
I don't know where Bobbit went. Bobbit, where you at, man? He's mad at me again.
Bobbit.
Oh, he's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
He's going with the Colts.
I think all I see is just his helmet showing from his Snuggie. So I don't know.
Hey, Bobbit, did you see mean Colts? Give me a thumb up. Thumbs up. So
all right, I'm gonna go with the Colts too because just Oakland's got nothing going for them now, and they're getting rid of their roster. So
right.
I think I'm off the Oakland bandwagon now.
Yeah.
And I see Daniel's going with the Raiders. Is Daniel just going with whoever?
I don't know.
I think he's doing the opposite of Cody because Cody waits for JP to make his pick and then he copies what JP does.
Which I don't know why he's copying me.
Hey, new throws, Coop.
Hey, all right, next game. I think Bob is going to go with the Colts, hopefully.
Yeah, he did. He went with Colts.
All right, the next game was even worse.
Fuck
the
yeah.
San Francisco 49ers against the
49ers too.
Cardinals.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
There's some shitty fucking afternoon games, let me tell you.
But isn't this a rematch?
Yes. Arizona. Did Arizona not win the first matchup?
I think, yeah, they won. They beat San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Arizona again. San Francisco sucks. If they're not the worst team in the NFL, I don't know who is. And just so everybody knows, before you start saying 49ers, it is in Arizona, and Arizona beat San Francisco last time. If I do remember correctly.
Yeah. Oh, God. I think.
Yes.
And Heather, who are you going with? Did you go with Arizona?
I'm gonna stick with Arizona. I made the choice with them last time when it was a shitty game.
Bobbit, I know you're on the phone. I'm gonna give you a team. Arizona, thumbs up. He flipped me off again. He's going with Arizona. So, yeah.
Wow. A lot of people going with the 49ers. They're not giving Arizona.
I don't know why.
Interesting. Well, maybe it's because I keep saying Arizona sucks. So
it does suck. So does San Francisco, but which team sucks worse? The last time teams played, Arizona beat San Francisco 28-18, and that was in San Francisco.
I must say it scared me when San Francisco was beating the Packers. So that is why I'm kind of like just a little bit worried about this game.
But if you look at San Francisco, they couldn't do anything late, and that's why they lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, this is definitely the game if Arizona has weapons, but you might as well try and use them because they've got.
This will be one of those games where Fitzgerald has a huge game.
Yeah, and they need David Johnson. They need the run game to get going.
Yeah, I heard a lot of that this weekend too on the way back. How Arizona needs to run the ball just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And Patrick Peterson is on the trade block. Well, no, apparently he wants out, but Arizona doesn't want to trade him. So that's what's going on right now with him.
Right.
That's I'll keep an eye on with news about that if anything's going to happen. Just keep an eye on for the sideline study for that game.
Which team are you going with there, Coop?
I'm going with Arizona.
Okay.
And so I saw a lot of people go with the 49ers. I saw some people go Arizona. We'll move on to the next game. And JP, I'll let you start with this game because this, to me, I think is definitely the game of the week to watch. You got the Green Bay Packers going to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Rams. JP, who are you going with?
Well, I said it at the beginning of the year. I said the Rams are my pick to go to the Super Bowl. I love Green Bay. I hope Green Bay wins. I just, with the way the Rams are with their offense, they are a juggernaut. Their defense is really good. They have the entire package. I'm going with the Rams. Don't just because I'm a Packers fan. No, fuck your Chiefs there, Dan Rex. I'm just going with the Rams just because they're the better team. But I'm going to be pulling for my Packers, and who's the GOAT? Aaron Rodgers. So anyway, I'm going with the Rams. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Yeah.
And Heather, are you going with the Rams or the Packers?
I'm going with the Rams because right now they are the only undefeated team.
Are you picking teams off their fucking record?
They wouldn't be undefeated if they didn't have a good defense and a good offense. So that record kind of works.
Fuck! Just ask.
So wait, what is Bobbit still there? Hey, Bobbit, it's your turn. It's Bobbit. It's the Packers.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Okay, so we got the Packers against the Rams.
Oh, I'm choosing the Rams, and the score's gonna be 45-0.
No, I don't think it'll be. They got really.
Oh, JP.
I gave you a reason why I pick. You just pick a fucking team. Give me a reason why you think Carolina's going to fucking beat the Ravens. Give me a reason.
Home field advantage.
We
came back from a 17-point deficit last week.
Okay, that they fell behind by 17 points to a team they probably should have fucking beat because the Eagles aren't that good. They should have never fallen behind by 17 points. Carolina has got to start showing up if they want to get my fucking vote. Because I'm gonna fucking shit on them like I do every other fucking team that sucks.
I'll just shit on the Packers then.
Huh? What?
I'll just shit on the Packers.
I do shit on the fucking Packers all the fucking time. You've heard me shit on them before. I shit on them all the time.
And I said he was going to do it too.
Well, then shit on them. I don't care. But give me a fucking reason why Carolina's going to win that game. Home field advantage isn't a fucking good enough reason. That's part of it, but what else is there? I'm just asking.
Our defense is pretty good.
That's what I think is going to be a key factor is that defense. They got to make sure that secondary can see if they can get a couple of picks from Joe Flacco, I think. That's going to be.
They better show up. That's all I'm saying. And it's all up to Cam Newton and whether or not he shows the fuck up. Because if he don't, that Ravens defense will eat him alive. I'm just telling you right now. Christian McCaffrey will not be a factor if he can't fucking do his job. That's all I'm saying. That's what I think is going to happen.
I'll give you another for the Rams Packers game. 4th and 28.
4th and 28?
What the fuck are you talking about? What's 4th and 28?
You know what I'm talking about? They're 4th and 26.
4th and... You're such a dipshit. Anyway.
Coop, what's your choice?
This is fun. I love this panel. You guys are awesome. Hey, as long as we all love football, I definitely know that the Carolina Panthers Baltimore game is going to be really fun to watch. So make sure.
I think it is.
It's going to be really fun because both of those teams are kind of in a position where they need a win as well. So it's going to be an important game for both those teams. So I look forward to that. But all right. So my pick now, I'm going with the Rams. Just because I feel that they are very dominant right now. And what I'm seeing from the Packers, they're taking a little bit step back. And I feel the offensive for the Los Angeles Rams with Todd Gurley can kind of bulldoze them a little bit. Just my opinion, I feel Todd Gurley's going to have a nice day against that Green Bay Packers defense. So I'm projecting at least 80 yards by Todd Gurley, at least a touchdown against the Packers. So that is one key factor. That's who I'm going with. The Rams. I'm liking what Todd Gurley's doing right now. He's unstoppable, I think, right now. He's one of the best. He's by far, I think, the best.
It has improved on defense. The one key thing that I see with this game is if Green Bay can stop Todd Gurley and slow him down in any way, shape, or form, they have Aaron Rodgers on the other side. But they have to, and I don't think it's going to happen, but they have to slow down Todd Gurley.
Mm-hmm.
They have to.
Very important. Very important. What is the rest of the chat room going with?
Everybody went the Rams.
Everybody went the Rams? All right. Then I think there's only one game left, and that is the Monday evening game. And it's not too important because it's the New England Patriots against the Buffalo Bills, and this is in Buffalo.
We got one more game. We've got the Sunday night game. You forgot the Vikings and the Saints.
Oh, sorry, the Saints. The stupid NFL thing covered it. Oh God, this little stupid blue bar covered some of the games on the NFL thing. I hate it. Anyways, but the Saints and Vikings, the Sunday evening game, and this is in Minnesota. JP and Heather, I'll let you start with these ones.
Of course, I hate fucking both teams. Hope they both fucking plane crash. Fuck, one of them's at home. Hopefully they end up in a car accident on the way to the game. Fucking, I'm going with the Saints.
Saints and Heather, who are you going with?
As angry as I am at them right now, I'm going with the Saints.
Saints as well. Bob.
Saints.
I'm going to go with the Saints too. I just feel that they have the better talent compared to Minnesota right now. Unless somehow Kirk Cousins does the impossible and pulls off a Minneapolis Miracle #2 somehow. So, who's the rest of the chat room going with? I see people going with the Saints. I see TSS is going with the Vikings. I see Johnny loves buffalo chicken.
Nope, TSS one.
Yeah, Johnny, that is a delicious food. All right, well then we'll move on to the Monday night game, the Patriots against the Bills.
Patriots.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Patriots. Bobbit?
Patriots.
Patriots. Oh, did he already say?
Yeah, I said Patriots. Heather's got to go.
It's going to be the Patriots.
Oh, nobody's giving Buffalo a chance? Nobody?
Would you?
Buffalo? No.
Would you with Nathan Peterman? What kind of name is that anyway?
The Derek Anderson experience. Bobbit, you were right, man. Derek Anderson sucks.
He does. He's bad.
I think we got rid of him like hot garbage.
Yeah, man, he stunk up the field for sure. I definitely knew that.
Yeah, well, he was and I will say this: he was the best that you had. Now, didn't you guys get Cam? Didn't you guys draft Cam Newton like right after you hit that? Bobbit?
Yeah.
That's why you got.
Our quarterback was also Matt Moore as well, though.
Matt Moore, and then why does Jimmy Clausen for some reason ring a bell? I don't know why.
Jimmy Clausen is a pile of shit. Cannot throw his way out of a wet paper bag.
You really can't blame him. It's not his fault. Fucking Carolina Panthers drafted him.
He still sucks eggs.
So is that his fault for being put in the wrong fucking system?
Yeah, because he sucks.
Not necessarily, because he's still a backup in the NFL.
Have you seen him play? Dude is awful.
He's I'm guessing a third string quarterback. If I haven't even seen him as a backup, who's he backupping up right now?
I don't know who he plays for, but I think
Hopefully nobody.
He's still backup. Bobbit, you know, never mind. You shit on fucking
Ends this podcast.
The player fucking sucks. I don't understand that. Cam Newton's really not that much better, Bobbit.
Okay.
He can get a team to a Super Bowl, but he can't get the fucking job done.
Okay.
How is he good?
That's more than Jimmy Clausen's ever done.
He freezes under pressure. The guy can't finish a job.
Okay.
So how is he good?
Dual threat quarterback, can run and pass the ball.
If he was a dual threat quarterback, Bobbit, they should have won 2 weeks ago. Instead of fucking standing in the pocket and just getting rid of the ball because he was afraid to make a mistake.
Well, do you blame him?
Yeah, I do.
Have you seen his track record?
Yeah, it's not very good. Just saying, man.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to that Carolina Panthers and Baltimore Ravens game for sure now. I think it's time. I think everybody's going with the Patriots in the chat room. So that's it. We've made our picks. That's the end of the podcast. Do you guys have anything else you want to mention?
Oh, I do want to mention one thing, and Cody and I we were sitting there the Sunday morning game between Tennessee and LA.
Mm-hmm.
The version. It looked like, and I watched it. It looked like LA was defending the quarterback sneak, so the sneak wasn't going to work. And Mariota audibled out of it. It was great coverage by Los Angeles. There was nothing for them to do. He had to make a decision. That's the decision they made. The coach even said, it's my decision. Don't blame Mariota. But if that coach is going to make those, I would have kicked the extra point. I wouldn't have dilly-dallied around. You're essentially on a road game, and by rules tell you go for the tie when you're on the road. Go take it to overtime, take your chances.
Oh, I mean, it would have just made sense.
What? Say it again? He cut out.
A 2-point angle.
Yeah, I don't know why they went for the 2-point conversion. Essentially, it was a road game. It don't make sense to me. I get you're trying to win a game. It's kind of along the same lines as why in the fuck do you go for it on 4th down in overtime when essentially you're putting the other team in field goal range? And I think that Colts did that like 3 weeks ago. What kind of fucking coaching decision is that to go for it on 4th down on your own 35-yard line or whatever the fuck it was, essentially putting the other team in field goal range?
Yeah.
Do you want to lose a game? I mean, that's essentially what you're doing. Now, I can understand them going for 2 in this situation, but the rule of thumb is it's a road game, go for the tie. Take it to overtime, take your chances.
Mm-hmm. I would agree, and I would have kicked the field goal just to tie the game because that just means I would have been a smart play.
I am looking for, in all seriousness, whatever. In all seriousness, I was just going to say nice things about the game this weekend, Bobbit. But since you want to be a dickhead, I'm just kidding. I'm like Coop. I'm literally looking forward to that. It's going to be a good game. I have said it before. Carolina has one of the most talented teams, if not the most talented team in the NFL, but they don't show it.
I think what I just would like to see is just if Cam Newton is going to be less selfish this game. That's all. That's the only thing I want to see.
That's another thing that drives me nuts with him. He takes all the praise, but never takes any of the fucking blame. That's one thing that has annoyed me with Cam Newton for ever since he joined the league. Like the Super Bowl loss, he pouted like a whiny little bitch. This is why I don't like the kid. The kid has never stepped up to the plate and done what was fucking right. You're the fucking leader of the team. Take responsibility. Don't fucking lay blame on everybody else when something doesn't go right. You're part of that team too. Start acting like a fucking teammate. Start acting like a leader. That's my issue with Cam Newton. Big issue with Cam Newton.
Well, I want to see the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton do well because they have the talent. I would like to see Cam Newton make better decisions. That's all. So
and I could say the same about TSS. I can say the same about the Panthers' offense is about as inconsistent as the Ravens' offense. Who has the more consistent defense? The Panthers actually have had an inconsistent defense as well. The Ravens have been pretty much in every game they've played in this year. They've had a chance to win, I think, every game this year. So that's why I'm going with the Ravens, because Panthers' offense is spotty at best. Yes, the Baltimore Ravens' offense is spotty at best. But Carolina's defense, even though they have very good players, very talented players on the defensive side of the ball, they're spotty at best. The most consistent thing in that game is the Ravens' defense. They're always going to give you 100%. And they're going to be in that game until the very end.
I'm going to be tuning into that game until the very end to see how it goes. It's going to be definitely one of the games of the week for all of us here on the panel to watch. But, hey, Bobbit, do you want any last words before we end today?
Yeah, I didn't know if JP was cutting a promo against me or against T-Mobile.
No, I was cutting a promo on the fucking Carolina Panthers, you twit. Why would I cut a promo on you? Did I say your name?
I haven't heard so much spotty cover since T-Mobile.
Since what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Coop knows what I'm talking about.
This is just hilarious to listen to.
Fucking T-Mobile. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. You saying that they're more spottier than T-Mobile is.
I was talking about the Ravens offense and the Panthers just in general. They're spotty at best. Yes.
All right, they're T-Mobile. But yeah, it's gonna be a good week of games if T-Mobile over here. Yeah.
In Canada, we don't have T-Mobile, so I'm guessing that's a really shitty brand.
It is.
Actually, it's not T-Mobile. It's fucking Sprint.
Oh yeah, didn't they combine? They like joined. Didn't they buy them out or something like that?
Well, that's because T-Mobile was that bad.
I do know Sprint is one of the lead carriers for the Pokemon game. That's what I know. Leave it to me to be a fucking super nerd and just randomly say Pokemon in a fucking football podcast. All right. I think we've had enough randomness for this evening, guys. I want to thank everybody on the panel here, from Bobbit to Heather, a.k.a. Goonie Mistress, wherever. I think she's around, right? And JP from the Colbone Show.
Heather's went into the bedroom. Yeah.
Well, thank all of them for being part of the panel, and all of you who've been watching the show tonight. Make sure if you guys enjoy, come back next Tuesday after SmackDown for our Week 9 picks, and hopefully you guys enjoy another week of great football. And thank you so much for making this your football show every week. And hey, from all of us here from the Sideline Study, we'll see you next week, and have a great week.
Have a good one, guys.